Imagine this. An enemy army of 150,000 soldiers is marching toward your city. You have 2,500 men. No strong walls. No reinforcements. No escape. You don't raise the alarms. You don't man the defenses. You don't even close the gates. Instead, you open every single gate, order the streets to be swept clean, and you sit on top of the city wall, in plain sight, and you start playing music. This is not a legend. This is not a myth. This happened in 228 CE, during one of the bloodiest eras in Chinese history. And it worked. Today, we're breaking down the Empty City Stratagem, the most dangerous bluff ever pulled in warfare, where reputation alone defeated an entire army. The year is 228 CE. China is torn apart, divided into the three kingdoms, Wei in the north, Shu in the southwest, and Wu in the southeast. This period, from 220 to 280 CE, is defined by non-stop warfare, betrayal, and incredible psychological tactics. Our main character is Zhuge Liang, the 46-year-old chancellor of the Shu Kingdom. He's the chief strategist, a man known across all of China for one simple fact: he never takes reckless risks. Opposing him is Sima Yi, the commander of the Wei army. He is cold, patient, and brutally logical. Famous for his caution, he would later go on to found the Jin dynasty. These two brilliant minds were destined to clash in a battle of wits that would echo through history. The setting is a small frontier city called Xiqing, located in what is now China's Gansu province. Xiqing was never meant to be a fortress. It was a minor outpost, lightly fortified, important mainly as a supply hub. On April 15, 228 CE, disaster struck. Zhuge Liang received horrifying news. His main army was days away, but the enemy general Sima Yi was advancing rapidly. Xiqing was almost completely undefended. The troops available were about 2,500 men, mostly clerks, wounded soldiers, and local militia. The enemy force? Around 150,000 Wei troops, heavy infantry, cavalry, and experienced officers. A direct assault wouldn't take hours, it would take minutes. Zhuge Liang gathered his terrified officers. They begged him to do something, anything. Evacuate. Burn the supplies. Attempt a desperate escape under the cover of night. But Zhuge Liang refused. Instead, he issued 4 impossible orders. First, all soldiers were to hide and show no weapons. Second, all city gates were to be opened wide. Third, a few civilians were to calmly sweep the streets. And fourth, prepare his guqin, a traditional stringed instrument. This wasn't just bravery. This was a calculated psychological weapon aimed at one specific person, his opponent, Sima Yi. As Sima Yi's massive army approached, his forward scouts reported back with baffling information. The city gates were wide open. There were no defenders on the walls. No banners flying. No alarms. Then, Sima Yi saw it with his own eyes. There, sitting atop the wall, was Zhuge Liang himself. Unarmored, perfectly calm, playing music as if he were enjoying a peaceful afternoon. This was completely insane. Or, it was a trap. Sima Yi knew one thing above all else: Zhuge Liang never, ever exposed himself without an elaborate plan. His mind raced with possibilities. Were there elite troops hidden in the alleys? Was a massive ambush force waiting just behind the city? Were reinforcements about to thunder down and trap him the moment his army entered those gates? If Sima Yi attacked and was wrong, his army could be annihilated. His career would end. His life might end. So he did the unthinkable. He ordered a full retreat. 150,000 men turned around and marched away. Not a single arrow was fired. Not a single sword was drawn. The city was saved. Later records reveal the chilling truth. There were no hidden troops. There was no ambush. There was no backup plan. If Sima Yi had simply ordered the charge, Xiqing would have fallen instantly, and Zhuge Liang would have been captured or killed. He survived purely on his reputation, his deep psychological understanding of his enemy's mind, and perfect execution. It was, without a doubt, the highest-risk bluff in military history. Now, some historians argue that this story was dramatized, especially in the famous novel, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. They suggest Sima Yi may have suspected it was a bluff but chose to retreat for other political reasons. But even modern scholars agree on the core facts. The tactic itself is real psychological warfare. It played a key role in the outcome, and Sima Yi chose safety over certainty. And that single choice changed the course of history. This incredible strategy is still studied today in military academies, intelligence training, business negotiation, and even game theory. It proves one brutal truth: sometimes, the most powerful weapon isn't what you have, but what your enemy thinks you have. The strongest weapon is convincing your opponent you're stronger than you are. Zhuge Liang didn't win with soldiers. He won with fear, reputation, and timing. One wrong move, one moment of hesitation, and history would never remember his name. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest and wildest moments in history, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This channel is all about the stories that most textbooks skip. Thank you for watching. And remember, sometimes, doing nothing is the deadliest move of all.